All right, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm working on a KD USA 3/8 drive, and sometimes it's got to be dry and locked up. It don't want to turn all the time. And part number on this 721180, I think. Anyways, let's take it apart real quick, see what we got. Shouldn't be too bad a one. E-clip come apart. Oh yeah, look how dry that is. Look at that. And there's some significant wear on this one, it looks like. Or maybe it's just because I was just running it over just now. All right, or turning it without any lube. See if I can get this without the spring popping out on me. Well, that pair of pliers ain't gonna work. Let's try this pair of pliers. Come on. Well, I'm having difficulties here. Why doesn't it want to come out? I don't know. It should just pull right on out of there, but it might be just rusted stuck. All right, hang on. Let's try out a different trick here. Let's try my pick, see if I can lift it up. Seems to be the problem. Seems to be just so dirty in there. Yep, that's the problem. There's the ball bearing. And there's a spring. Almost kind of looks like a Craftsman. Come on, there. All right, let's not lose the ball bearing and spring. Let's put that on a magnet. Yeah, this one's, somebody's really hasn't taken care of it. Look, let some water get to it. Let's give this a little carburetor cleaner action real quick. Man, I mean, I think I only got like $2, $1.60 in this. I think is what I figured up last time. It's been a while since I've had it. Well, I'll tell you what, while we're here, I got a Dremel out. See what I can do with the Dremel on the inside. Alright, switch another Dremel. All right, little carburetor action again. Check that out. Look there, just a little bit of carburetor action there. Doesn't take much. Little carburetor cleaner, little Dremel tool. You can do a lot with a Dremel tool. Most people don't realize how versatile it can be. All right, now I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna clean this. This has got some heavy rust on it. I wonder if that's, I say it's heavy rust, it might be just grease. Oh, I guess it is grease. It's just discolored grease. I'll be darned. Huh. Yeah, this is almost made like a little Craftsman. All right, I'll go to the wire wheel and see what we got. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first run this over the wire wheel. Same with this, I'm gonna run it over the wire wheel. And it's supposed to be a brass wheel, but it's a brass coated wire wheel. Anyways, most of the coating's gone. And then after that, I'm gonna run these over the fiber wheel, and then I'll polish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done polishing. I'm tired of it. Sometimes you can do too much, and I'm gonna have to go in and start cooking dinner here in a little bit. So I'm just gonna clean the rubbing compound off, the polishing compound, and then put this thing back together real quick. There's a lot, see the compound? It'll build up. Just wipe it out. I mean, it turned out all right. It's not a junky wrench, but I do want to show you a couple things on this tool. I put it under the magnifying glass so you guys could see, and I could see for sure. Let's see if I can, the camera picks this up. You can see damage there and there. And I think this damage is from being dry in using it. Because it's not even. It's not on both sides. It's just on the inner tooth. And if you look real close, like you'll see a little flat spot. Let's see if I can catch one that's, if you look real close every once in a while, you'll see where the top of the tooth is flattened out just a little bit. And that's from, and you can see some pitting. Let's see, maybe I can turn it this way and you can see there's a little bit of pitting in between the teeth. Now, is this going to affect it? Over time it will. Will it affect it in my lifetime? Probably not. I mean, I could use this a couple times a week and it'll be, you gotta remember, it'll be good. This stuff is a heavier grade metal. It's a heavy, it's got some wear. These are designed for that, and that's like that. See how teeth fits? It fits. I don't think it'll slip yet. I believe over time it will, but I don't think it's a bad wrench by any means. So I cleaned the ball bearing with carburetor cleaner and the spring the best I could. So now use a little bit of lithium grease. I'm going to put a little bit down in the hole. And this is Mobil 1 lithium is what I use. I use it at work. It's pretty much, use it for everything. I'm going to let's put the ball bearing in. Well, you know what? Before I get too far ahead, let's dab a little grease. You don't have to have a lot. Some of you, I mean, some people fill it, the cavity full of, and it won't hurt nothing. It really will not hurt anything because it's, like I've said before, you're not turning this at a higher RPM. You're not building heat where it'll expand the bearing or expand the seal out or something like that, because there's nothing like that in this. Oops. I wonder if I can put the ball bearing on there with a little dab. Yeah, I can. Here we go. Now, here's the trick. You see that little arm? See that little, this part fits in between the body housing, and this fits like so. Come on, dummy. There it is. This has one way to go. It fits. Just like that. See the gap? That fits through the body of the housing. So you have to put it in a certain way or it will not go. So what you do, set it about, you know, what is that, 20 degrees or so. I set the finger switch over. Now I've got to push the ball bearing down. And what I'm going to use, if I don't lose the ball bearing, is my little flat screwdriver. gonna push down on the ball bearing. And I've already dropped it. I wonder if I got a tool. I made a tool. Hang on, let me use the tool. Maybe the tool will work better than my screwdriver. This might be too big. It's just a cup piece of metal. Push the ball bearing down. I'm going to need another piece of metal because this is too big, I think. Yeah. Tolerances on this one are really tight. All right, let me turn this around because I'm going to have to use my right hand. I got the lever on this side. Come on, ball bearing. Stuck to my screwdriver here. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a little more grease. So it needs to go like that. Push the ball bearing down. Ooh, this one's tighter than the other one. I haven't lost the ball bearing yet. Huh. Boy, that's a tight fit. Hang on, turn. Where are you turned at? There you go. Ball bearing fell on me. Push the spring. Push the spring and the ball bearing down. Almost there. See what I've done? Now, see where the selector switch is all the way over? Now, ball bearing fell out and it's underneath the cam gear. Told you. I am having difficulty. I need something smaller, I think. Let's try this without the ball bearing. What do I have here? How much of play do I have? Man, this thing's tight. Come out a lot easier because of it's greased now. Try not to lose the ball bearing. Push, oops. Push the ball bearing down on top of the spring with the screwdriver. Went that time. See how I did it? I hope. This is very tight. I'm surprised the tolerances on this are very, very tight. I'm impressed. Not as much slop in this as some of the ones that Craftsman's got. Cool. Like it. I'm liking this wrench more and more. Some of this is old school to you guys. If you do this for the first time, please get a large gallon Ziploc bag and do it inside a Ziploc bag. Because if you lose that ball bearing, you're going to have difficulty trying to find one. You'll have to buy a bunch of them to get what you need. Now, to drop this gear in, turn this center. See the cam gear? See how it turns left and right? Set it dead center. Then you can drop that in, and then it mates up. Now, I'm just going to slap her a little grease on the inside here. And all this is metal to metal contact. That's all the grease is for. And this can be either way, it doesn't matter. You lay it on top. I've got spring clip here, E-clip, whatever you want to call it. Whoa, just shot across the room. Normally I can get these in with my little cheap pair of pliers here. Well, I may have to get the snap ring. Hate to give up. Yep, I gave up. Snap ring pliers it is. Darn it. Now, clean the grease off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make me a smaller tool. It works on majority of them, but every once in a while, I guess this is the second one or third one I've run across that I couldn't get. Got grease all over it now. Oh, listen to that. Oh yeah. That is smooth action now. Yeah, I like it. So let's do a little Let's do a little polishing here. You know what? I moved my screwdriver the other day and I haven't put it back, and I miss it now. Keep certain tools on the table. Light coat of wax, just to clean the grease and fingerprints. Little added protection. That's a nice little wrench. I'm happy with it. I mean, don't have much in it. It's kind of free tool. Got less than $2 in it. It's one of these tools at KD Tools. People see it and they don't think, oh, that's not a good tool. Well, KD's been around a long time. Matter of fact, military had KD years. The reason I know is because my dad had military tools, KD tools. Everybody had military contracts back in the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Hey, you can still see my grease prints. I've tried. Oh well, I got grease on it. I don't care. It's good use tool. Look at there. KD USA 721108. Not bad little tool. It's not. I probably could have polished it better, but some of that's grease. My finger and grease too. Oh well, I don't care. It's a good use tool. Nothing super fancy here. No thumb release, that's the only drawback. It actually feels good in the hand. Man, that thing's got smooth action. And like I said, the teeth are worn. I understand there's a little damage on it, but it's gonna work. It's you're not gonna break, 150 pounds torque with this thing. I think if you got up in the higher ranges of torque with this, you might damage the gear even worse. But I think the gear was damaged from being dry, and someone using it dry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Good, cheap old tool. Nothing super fancy here. A lot of people don't know about KD, but KD's been around for a long time. Actually, I believe now they're made overseas. I don't know if much KD's made in the States, even if they're still around. But, yeah, good tool. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you like what I did? it's not that hard. This looks just like a Craftsman on the inside, EE series. Nothing super fancy. It's the tighter tolerances though. I can tell there's tighter tolerances on this one. But what the heck, I got it back together. I hope you got something out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe if you would. Tell me what you think. Do you like it? I like it. Y'all have a good day.